Today we're going to show you how to easily put your Python scripts on the web browser so that anyone can interact with them as they would a normal web. Just your Python scripts. You don't need any HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all that nonsense. Just Python. So as a quick demonstration first. So we built this API in one of the last videos. Here's how it works. Like that. So it returns the current value of Bitcoin. It's pretty good. And the price is very good as well. So we've just made this simple front end for it. You see it's running on localhost here. Display value of a crypto coin, and we just type in the coin we want. So if we type BTC in, it returns how much the coin's worth. If we type how much ETH, it will work. BATS, it'll work. All this is basically doing is taking this value and passing it to a function that we wrote. So what we're using today is called Streamlit to do this. So you just pip install Streamlit like that to install it. So if I go into the script, so first of all we import Streamlit as st, which is just like a standard. We import requests, it's like wget for Python. We write our markdown.
So markdown is a markup language.
The hash is a header sign, so display value of crypto coin. So that's that bit there. We assign the value of the text input box, this one here, to coin. And then if we've got that coin assigned, because this code will, everything runs at the start and then everything reruns when you enter it. So if you've got coin, we combine the URL, which is API plus coin, so that gives us coin equals and then whatever we've entered. We get the URL, we cut all the craft out of it, and then we write it back. So it's really that simple. Let's do a demo of something you might want to do. So let's build a very simple website let's harvest some user data, right? So we could sell it to big adverts. Obviously, if you're actually doing this, you might build it in your company to, I don't know, do anything. Simple forms. It's amazing what can be automated with forms. Let's harvest some user data. Now, first of all, what you want to do is import Streamlit as st, right? Make that a bit bigger. So import Streamlit as st. That gets Streamlit down. Streamlit is the software we're using that turns this Python script into a web script. Okay, let me do this. So I'm going to go st.write and then test. So that should just streamlit.write test. So all that should do is write that. And if I open a terminal, if I go to my Streamlit directory, we see we have this user harvest thing that we just created with st.write. And then if I want to run this, all you do is go streamlit.run, streamlit run user harvest, the script. And then it will open here. So it will open for us there. And there we go, it just says test. So I'll send this away, send this terminal away like that. So I can change this now and it will update. So if I put change, always rerun, it'll update. Okay, so we've got that established. Good thing, if you know Markdown, you can just display text with Streamlit just using Python multi-line comments. So these will now get inserted into the application. So we're gonna, and you can write Markdown here. So we're gonna put user info gathering, right? If I write that, okay, it'll crash, but we need that. There we go. So that's appeared. In this form, we will collect the following. Right that it appears, okay. We'll correct their name. So there we go, they've turned to bullet points because an asterisk is a markdown bullet points. Collect your name, the age, location. This hasn't updated yet because I haven't written the file. We won't tell this data. So that should be italics because this is italics in markdown. So to get input from a user, you write streamlit.text input, and then you give it what you want the input to be. So enter your name. All right, there we go. Not really useful at the moment. So you can actually assign that to a variable. So we'll call that name. And then if name, so if we've got the name, as in they've entered the name, we could just write your name is name, like so, Mark. Your name is Mark, it says that. All right, cool. And we want to do the same for age, and we want the same for location. So we've got name, age, location. So we can now enter all these in here and do whatever we want in Python with them. I don't really like age as a text input. That should be a button, some form of nicety. So we can do slider. Whoa. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So now we've got a slider. If they're over 100, too bad. If they're under 0, they won't be. Let's also give the user confidence here. We will say sell equals st.checkbox. You can put checkbox here. Can we sell your data? And this is just to give the user confidence. We'll completely ignore this value, like most companies do. You see that's a checkbox, and it works like that. And notice every time we click it, it runs it, which means it runs the whole thing again, which is why you have to go put some if statements in. Let's just write these to a database, right? So if they've all been set, if name and age and location, we don't care about if they've set the checkbox here, because we're going to do it anyway. That's giving the user some confidence that we won't do it. Might be a better way to do this, but just check they're all been set, and then we can just write these out first. So confirm that they are correct. Let's see if this works. Name, mark, age, that old, location, Earth. You're on the name mark of 63 years and live in Earth. Right, so we're getting the data correctly. Let's write this into a database. I'll do another video on this in the future, but
I don't believe in databases.
I do believe in databases. I believe databases are overused. JSON is what we're going to use, which is just a very simple file structure. And there's a really, really good Python project called TinyDB, Tiny Database. So we're going to use that. Let's import it. Import TinyDB like that. Okay, so we need to establish our DB first. So DB, it's a tiny, so we're going to initialize our database. I'm going to call this harvested data.json. So now I'm coming there. If we've set all these, so we want to insert into our database, basically just insert a Python dictionary, right? So the name of the key is name. Our name is the name, our age is the age, and location is the location, like so. Now, if we run this, so name is, my name Jeff, he's probably that old, and he's in the US. Enter. The user didn't see anything, but if I close this file, you see we've got harvested data.json here. So if I open that file up, there we go. So we see we've got Mark, because Streamlit Live updated, and then we've got Jeff, right? My name Jeff. If a user freshly comes to this website, we are a new user, and we want to input this form. We're called Nelson. We're of age 84, and we live in Guernsey. Can we sell your data? No, you can't. There we are. Nelson from Guernsey space, because we accidentally added the space there. Right? So just quickly explain, this is the table name, it's called default, because we didn't set one. Right, so this is just the ID. You can change that if you want, but for the purpose of this video, we're not going to. That's basically it. That's Streamlit. That's how you put your Python scripts on the web. This is designed for machine learning, so where you want to display results of a model or live run machine learning models and have it update a graph constantly, which you can do. I'm showing you this as in you might want to use it, for example, in your workplace. It's so easy to write an automation script for lots of different things in your job or someone else's job. However, it's not easy to get non-technical users to run those scripts or to provide custom input to them because they don't know what a command line is, for example. So you can write this Streamlit here, and you can put it on the web, and users understand what a website is. And these are nice boxes here. So, for example, this could be a script that gets the crypto coins that we saw, or it could be something that it's like, update this server, and you type the server in and it updates. You can put authentication around it. You can do lots with it. You can basically do whatever you do in Python, you can do in Streamlit and just easily put it on the internet. Let non-technical people run your scripts. Maybe it's an easier way for you to even run your scripts. Yeah, it's great. It's really good for prototyping applications as well. It's good to quickly build a front end to a script, and it's a really great project. I recommend you check them out. It's still heavily developed. Yeah, if you want to host this, do it properly again behind a web server. But yeah, that's how you put your Python scripts on the web easily. Bye. Interesting flag fact. This is the only flag with the Union Jack defaced on it. Pretty disgraceful if you ask me.